going on, everybody? Kentucky Catman here, coming at you from what I'm gonna call from here on out Turtle Lake. More than likely gonna end up catching turtles than anything in here. There is an osprey out here, and it's catching these big shad left and right. Nolan, Murder Inc., what's going on? Jason, what's going on, brother? I can't get this over here. Flip this around. Catfish Bill. Look at that right there. The blue cat rod. Hoping to bend it over here shortly. Here's flathead rods. Flathead rod. Oh. You and me both, Jason. You and me both. I can figure out how I've got this tripod. They're different. The way the legs are set up. Make y'all sick, I know. I'm just sitting out here now enjoying it. I was gonna go live earlier, but it's too dang hot. It was almost 100 degrees earlier. Heat index was, oh. I know, Tim, but this is what I live by, the Muddy River. I bought the Big Cat Fevers, good rods. I can't take nothing away from them, you know, but ever since I grabbed that first flathead rod and held it, it's, you know, been love at first touch. I'm just waiting to get something on here, whether it be a 20-pound turtle or a 20-pound channel cat. See how it feels. That's right, Bill. As far as I'm concerned, they are. And when I cast this thing, it does give you more distance than the flathead rod. It seemed to cast a little bit smoother, trying to get a farther cast with it. I think I'm really, really going to like it. Yeah, one fish, this is a lady, an elderly lady, it's a friend of mine. She had a garage sale a couple years ago, and I came over and she was talking about somebody needing somebody to till her garden because her kids couldn't do it. So I grabbed a tiller and come over here and tilled her garden up for her. Now she said I can fish in her backyard anytime I went. Something big just jumped about right there. Florida Pirate. It's about a 3-acre lake, one fish. Kenny, I think we got to have hangouts and all that stuff. Yeah, it's 90 degrees here too, Tim. It's about a 3-acre lake. It's a city lake. They don't stock it, but they do. It does have a lot of fish from the creeks that back up into it. It's a retention basin, really, is what it was built for. Sucks getting old. Can't see the chat with my glasses on. I can't see my rods without it. Petey, buddy, have you got to go home yet? Yeah, they're 7'6". And boy, they're pretty. You'll be able to see this thing on a quarter moon night. white at the top. Get the reflections going off. Feeling drag, what's going on, brother? For y'all that don't know, I was in the hospital again last night. Thought it was my heart, but it ended up being indigestion, so they changed to my stomach medicine. It's helped out a whole lot already, I can tell. We may have to move this chair. I'm on an incline sitting on a root, I think. There, that's better. Plus I'm closer to the rods now. Oh, definitely. Come Catfish Conference, I'm gonna buy 2 more of them. That'll give me a combination of 5 rods, 2 flatheads, and 3 bluecat rods. Then I've got my 3 big cat fevers, so I'm set then. I'll be rod poor. I've got it. Got a 6-ounce sinker or 5-ounce sinker on it, Carolina rig, with a big old slice of bluegill on it. Same way with the other 2. One's got a head, and the 2 on the right have gut pouches. Take my glasses off until. Yeah. 10-4 Catfish Bill. If you want barbecue, I'll take you to the best place in the world. It's better than any barbecue you ever ate. That's if they let me bring my grill up there and grill. I'd have talked to Steve about that. I'll come up and cook for him. He buys the food, I'll cook. You can't see Bill? I feel like I'm missing something. That's the only way you can beat a muddy river rod, Tim, is put a whisker stick on it at night. I'm just got casted out, Charlene. I'm hoping to tear one up on my pretty new rod here. Let's see. Look at that. Woo! Hey, okay, what's going on, Tack? No, I was gonna go to the Ohio River. Me and a buddy of mine went and fished the Green River this morning in the boat. And that wasn't too bad. But he had to come in at lunchtime and go to work, so I thought I'll go to the Ohio and try it. But the river's too high, the creeks are too dry. The action on it's really sweet. I mean, I can't wait to get a fish on it to really try it out. It casts like a dream though, with that Lew's XL60 on it. I can't see out in the distance. I don't want to wear my glasses because then I have to keep doing this and this. Is that today, Tim? Jonathan Bevins, I didn't see you sneak in here, buddy. Yeah, CDM. Hey, Chris. I gave it its maiden fling a while ago. Man, she casts like a dream. Like I said, I got 5 ounces on it, and I had to thumb it a little bit to get it to stop. Like I said, it casts a little bit further, easier than the flathead rod. That 6 inches does help. But if it wasn't 100 degrees, I'd have the shirt on too, Chris, but I got the hat, flathead rod, bluecat rod, flathead rod. It's all muddy river gear. I caught a little bluecat today. I went out, like I said earlier, but it was before this rod came in. We wanted to get out on the river before it got too hot and get back in around lunchtime. But this weather's going to start cooling down. These blues on the river are going to start hitting pretty hard. So the one thing, major thing, is the grip on these rods and the length of the handle behind the reel that gives you that extra ability to cast is what I like better than the other rods. It seems like their rods are just an inch or two shorter in the handle section, and just like the Big Cat Fever, I feel like I'm going to lose it when I'm trying to get a really hard cast out of it. But this one here with the ball grip on the end of it and everything, I mean, they're by far the best rods I've ever held. If you don't have flathead rods, do it now. You got until the end of the month. You get entered to win a couple sets with reels and everything. You get entered every time you buy a flathead rod. But that runs till the end of September, correct, Chris? Tim, I've been to Heaven's front yard once, and I guarantee you my bluecat rod will go with me. I'll figure out a way to take it with me next time. With it being University of Kentucky blue and white, and up in Louisville in February, these things will sell like hotcakes. I'm going to take it to the Monsters on the Ohio and show it off. Yeah, peel and drag, you should have. I tell you what, I've got Okumas on both the flathead rods, and I mean, they cast awesome. And there's fish rolling everywhere out here. And there's no Asian carp in this lake, so there's big bass, big catfish, monster bowfin. Yeah, Monsters on the Ohio, if you're coming down, holler at me. We'll all get together. Ducks flying over. I guess I'm gonna have to get my duck stamp and Kentucky waterfowl permit this year. Tim, it's called Legends Banana Cream. It's a company that's run by veterans, and all their profit goes to support veterans. It's kind of like Leslie's Hot does, you know, they do different things for veterans around the... So I buy it. It's got a good flavor to it. I haven't smoked a cigarette since July 12th, so I like it. Let's see if I can get this thing over here just a little bit more. If y'all open your eyes, y'all see each other. Thanks, Murder. But everybody's here for the same thing. I wish I could sell popcorn. Wait for this muddy river, or this bluecat rod to go down. Wouldn't that be something to catch about a 35-pound channel out of here? New state record. First day out with a bluecat rod, break a state record. That would be awesome. Virginia. Virginia, if you don't forget later on, or if I don't forget, I'll message you on Facebook. I got some stuff to tell you. You and me both. I tell you what, this morning we were on the Green River that feeds into the Ohio, just right on the outside edge of Davis County where Owensboro's at. And buddy was with me. He was getting hot, so he's wanting to go in a little bit earlier. But a 2-pound blue hit the flathead rod and hit it like a tank. It had the tip down in the water and everything. But we were cruising along a pretty good clip, about 1.5 miles an hour, and the current was going the opposite way. So it was. I thought there for a second, I thought I had a monster on. I picked it up and it's like, nothing's there. I can see you, Virginia. Starting to cool down compared to what it has been today. Man, when we were out on the river, it was hot. It was 98 degrees, sun beating straight down on you in that water. Which I know that's nothing to some of y'all that live out in the desert and stuff, but we've got a lot more humidity that just makes it miserable. You can't cool off by sweating when it's this humid. Debating on whether to let this grow out for deer season and all that. That way I don't look like one of those game farm country music singers with the fake makeup, bad camo pattern on my face. I was wondering if you caught that, Murder. Yeah. The dry heat's fun. I mean, you can wear a long sleeve shirt and you get sweaty and it evaporates and keeps you cool. You know, we've got a lot of Hispanic workers that come in here and work, and you'll see them when they first get here. They've all got long sleeve shirts and gloves and stuff on. And they end up passing out because it's just so humid that nothing evaporates and they can't cool off. They learn real quick to wear, you know, like those hook shirts and stuff like that to keep the sun off of them and let it dry a little bit with some breeze, but the humidity won't let it. I don't know, Hill and Dray. I guess here in a couple of weeks we'll have to drive down there and find out. Something big over in this corner right here that keeps rolling, rolling, rolling. If he does it again, I'm gonna throw one of the rods over there. It's really shallow right there, so it could be a big blue or something in there feeding, or channel cat feeding on those bluegill and stuff. I need to sneak over here with a kayak so I can get like a little one of those deeper sonars and map this lake out so I know what everything is in this place. That sucks, Tim. Alright, something big swimming toward this other one. You can tell when those big catfish and bowfin are in the area because they make a wake like you wouldn't believe. Really? Well, that one, you threw it right in his mouth. I remember that. I've never caught anything off live bluegill in this lake, which, I mean, I'm sure they're eating them. But there's schools of shad out here where the shad are every bit of 12 to 14 inches long. I've got one in the bag now that I got out of here. I haven't cut it up yet. That's right, Tim. That's what I'm waiting on. Once the fall feed starts getting in here, plus we don't get as much rain and the river goes down a little bit, so I can fish the river a whole lot off the bank. And a buddy of mine that I was fishing with today, he just leased a deer hunting ground right on the Green River. So I'm going to see about setting my blind right next to the river, throw my lines out this way, deer hunt this way, you know, get it all done in one video. I'm ready for fishing with a hoodie weather, for sure. Being fat like I am, it makes it easier to lose weight when it's this hot, at least water weight. Let me know how you do on the bullheads, feeling drag. All right, Tim, you're gonna have to explain, pop that adipose. Adipose fin or what? We need some rain, Virginia. I can't even put my rod holders in the ground without a sledgehammer. Is that what you were talking about though, Tim? The adipose fin on the back? Oh, okay, yeah. Man, I mean, they're rolling out here. I wish somebody around here sold them. I need to go get me some, the Muddy River bobbers with the whisker stick attachment on it. You and me both, brother. You and me both. I haven't got a hit on any of them yet. These two here, I'm gonna Probably reel them, or probably reel all three of them in here in about 5 minutes. I wish it was that easy. One fish. Not everybody's Chris Flores can throw it in their mouth. If y'all didn't get to see that video that he did last weekend or Saturday, I mean, as soon as the video started, he threw it out and the bobber just took off. Catman, one fish. I could have a lot of cats at the house. Not that I do. I don't like cats. I'm allergic to them, and I start sneezing like crazy. And I was going to reel these two in, but there's something out here flopping around this one. I'm going to reel the blue cat rod in about 7 feet off the bank. There's a deep little channel that's right out here that runs up and down this bank. There's 5 ounces on it, and you can't even tell there's anything on there. But the action, bouncing with that fat, you can tell. Oh, I'm gonna let it sit there. Something just hit it, reeling it in. Something just grabbed it as I was reeling it in. Let it sit there for a minute. I'll walk back here and get my... Put the bait clickers on, then I don't have to watch it. And y'all hear it go bzzz. Then let me know. But I think it's a big bowfin out there swimming around because it hit both of these rods coming in the same area. Left a big old wake out there. I catch about a 10 to 12 pound bowfin on that blue cat rod. It'll be equivalent to the fight of about a 25, 30 pound blue cat. Irvin, what's going on? Yeah, I'm at the turtle lake. I'm probably going to catch turtles. End of that story. K&B, what's going on? I hope to, man. It'll probably happen like the first big one I caught with my flathead rod. Chris was in that feed too. I threw it out and I talked for about an hour and didn't catch anything, and as soon as I hung up, I caught one that was 27 pounds. River needs to drop about 3 more feet so I can get into my spots. Kevin, you need to be up here with some of your bass lures. They're jumping around all over the sides. It would be really peaceful if it wasn't for the major highway that's right beside the lake here. Every time a semi goes through, they want to hit their Jake brakes. Yeah, it looks good on it, but I'm gonna buy a couple of the, how you say it, piscifin reels. It's got the blue handles and stuff. I've been doing some research on them, and a friend of mine says they're real good reels, so I'm gonna give them a try. And I'll just put these on the other rod. Yeah. But they raised the speed limit on this bypass to 65 not too long ago. And then they got the sign so close to the exit. The time they see it, then they gotta hit that Jake brake, get slowed down, without burning the brakes up. Has anybody else, I don't say from Kentucky north, been seeing birds that you normally don't see? I don't know how many of you pay attention to, you know, birds and stuff, but just like when I first got here, there was an osprey flying around. I've never seen an osprey this far north in my life. And we're getting just inundated now with kingfishers. It ain't cool when you're out this side of it, Irvin. They're rattling your back teeth. Really? I've never seen them around here in my 45 years. But I mean, we're starting to see eagles again, the osprey, the Paringer falcons, stuff like that. Hola amigo, Team Bass. Welcome. Piscifun, yeah, something like that. That's the reels I'm gonna get for these. Right now, luckily, I get to fish more than the average person does. I don't know how much longer that'll last. Once the shoulder and everything gets good, then I'll have to go back work like regular people. But if I go back to the same job, I get paid for fishing. Fishing for catfish. Using bluegill for bait. Yeah, the bald eagles are making a real big comeback here too. Next county over, well, here in Davis County too, we've got a couple of nests, but there's 4 nests in Henderson, and about a quarter mile that way, there's a Menards and or Myers grocery, and there was a bald eagle sitting on it last November. All right, Petey, I'm gonna be on here as long as I can. I had a 100% battery when I started, so I should be good for a while, hour or two. Anyway, I might get a little bit quiet, but we're gonna catch a fish. At least I hope so. Need to go get old Everett up there in Ohio, come down here and show me how to catch channel cats. I think it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. Nothing real hard. If it's not hard, then I'm gonna go to a lake that's got a bunch of smaller farm-raised catfish and stuff in it. It's not a pay lake. It's a state lake stocked with 2 to 3 pound channel cats. And I'm gonna test out the catfish bubble gum. J&C, welcome to the feed. I hope it does cool off. I still need to lose about 50 more pounds, but this is just miserable. Urban, if you're still on here, it's pretty bad today. I haven't even got a hit off of a turtle. And that's saying something in this lake. Everybody's waiting for the big one. I just hope it takes this bluecat rod. Because I've felt big fish on the flathead rod. I guess Charlene left already. Or is she hiding back in the corner someplace watching? Yeah, tell him, Pill and Drag. 180. If I was 180, I could run track in the Olympics. The day I had my heart attack, I weighed 282 pounds. Now I weigh 259. Squirrel in the walnut tree over here. Alright, I'm gonna reel them all in and cast them back out. Start with this one first. Turtles are biting. No, that's a catfish down there sucking on it, I guess. Took off with it. There's slime all over the line. Never pulled on it. They're all empty. That might be why we're not getting any bites, y'all. Bet this one's still on though. Hard to get the birds out. Nope. Every one of them's empty. Not a lick of bait on anything. Let it lower here. A gizzard shad. I've been catching up some that damn thread. Big chunks of shad there right behind it. Watch this cast. Or watch I say that, watch this cast. I'll end up backlashing it or something. Alright, let's see what happens. Catch up on some chat. So you're not doing nothing tonight. Gosh, KB. Maurice Kaysen, what's going on? Feeding turtles, one fish. Weekend warrior. Patriot James, what's going on? Oh man, I tell you, it's still just horrible muggy out here. Thought this one over here was cooking real easy. Left more slack in the lines this time for if it is turtles. If it's a catfish, he'll grab it and run with it. There ain't no pecking around at this lake. Unless it's bullheads. I'm gonna take my hat off for a minute. It's hot. I bought this hat up at the conference, and first fishing trip I had with it, when I come back, I caught a big fish with it while I was wearing it. That's the only problem I have with Muddy River catfishing is a hat. It's too hot and all this humidity. Whew. You need to come up with a trucker's hat, Chris, for us old fat boys in the Ohio Valley. Better talk to Santa. I'm not going to ask too much more out of Santa this year, man. He's been nice to me all year, so. I'm quite content with everything I've got now. Now I just got to win some of them big prizes that they're giving away on Catfish Weekly every week. Make sure you're subscribed. Watching it every Monday night. You're in chat, talking on chat. Your subscriptions have to be visible so they know you're subscribed. They're giving away some awesome, awesome gifts. Right now, in the 8 weeks, they'll be giving over $6,500 worth of stuff away. Some packages in themselves will be over $1,000, so. Jake, what's going on, brother? I'm not talking just about that, guys. I'm talking just life in general has been good to me. You know, I lived through a heart attack that no one, less than 0.5% of people live through. You know, I've gotten free big cat fever rods. I've got the bluecat rod. You know, I mean, I've won all kinds of stuff on Catfish Weekly here the last couple of months. And it's been awesome. I got my kids. I don't need anything else. Uh-oh. He's pulling the slack out of this line. Can y'all see me over here? We'll turn it. Thinking this is going to be a turtle, guys. turtle. Tell you what, this muddy river rod, it just pulls them right up on top like they're surfing. Look at that, caught him in the back leg. Little bitty shit. Well, he's covered in moss. Usually I don't ever catch the painted turtles like that though. It's usually snapping turtles or soft shell. Chris, I love eating turtle, but they're just a pain in the rear to clean. The big snapping turtles and soft shell turtles are the two that you eat around here. Soft shell ain't too bad to clean, but the big snapping turtles where you get all your meat, that's they're a pain in the rear to clean. You get on up north into Indiana and they have big turtle soup cooks and stuff like that. It's like a big vegetable soup, but it's all turtle meat instead of we used to catch them and clean them and fry it just like you would chicken. Like somebody was saying there, you get some of it tastes kind of like a beef, like a beef roast. Some of it's got kind of a porky flavor, but with them being in water, it's all still going to have that little bit of a mud flavor to it too. I think it's another turtle again. Blue cat rod just went straight to the water. Not the tip, the line loosened up straight into the water. He had hold of it, but he let go. Turtles. We'll just try further out toward the middle this time instead of straight out. got out there about 50 yards. I wasn't really slinging it either. Can't wait to get it on the Ohio next week. I've got K-Bug and them this weekend, so I don't go to the river with them. Well, you know, old Turtle Man's from here in Kentucky, about 6 counties east of me. He lives over around Bullitt and Bourbon County. Yeah, it's the bad thing about this lake this time of year, Carolina. It's full of turtles. In the wintertime when they hibernate, though, in early spring, see that, Rod? Another dang turtle. I'll give him a second. You can see the bubbles out there where he's at. So you can tell it's a turtle. They don't pull it fast or hard enough to get that bait clicker going. Pull it right out of his mouth. That's what's left of it. How's that for a gizzard, Chad? All right. Here we go. They're either going to have a feast or I'm going to catch a monster catfish. Usually when I catch shad around here, they're right on the edge of the bank anyway, so. Now, one of the big channels in here are bowfin grabbit. You ain't gonna hear nothing but zzz whenever that reel goes off. I hope I'm still alive. I'll probably be live streaming too. Hey Chris, where's the best place to order those reels that you're putting on your rods now? Sunday morning with Patriot James. New school. I don't know what our state record is for soft-shell turtle, but I caught a huge one last week out of this lake. It was about 25 pounds. If it hadn't been so late, I would have kept him and cleaned it. If I had a way to freeze them and everything, I could ship them to you. This lake is full of them like that. All you gotta have is a little treble hook and a split shot, and you'll see them coming by, and just throw out there and snag them. Yeah, this lake's full of those shad, James. Usually one like that will last me all, one or two of them will last me a whole day because I cut them into smaller chunks and quarters and stuff like that. Well, we've been on here for an hour, 3 minutes, and still got 16 people. Trying to see if we might get out and fish K-bug this weekend. Her and her little sister and get some bluegill or some worms and stuff, catch some bluegill. Throw these rods out, see if we can't catch a catfish while we're here, if it cools down. It's supposed to rain here all weekend. I hope it does, really. Drop this water temperature and maybe they'll bite better. I did a thermal reading on this one yesterday and it was 87 degrees. At the water surface. This far rod that I've got over here to my left, I've got it thrown up next to a willow tree that sticks out. I haven't seen any turtles over there. There's one now that I say something. They cleaned me off a while ago. I was trying to look and see if Chris said anything about where to get those reels at. Maurice, duck meat, I want that to eat. I ain't gonna use that for flathead bait. I ain't ever going hungry. I don't ever keep fish anyway. I catch them, kiss them on the head, and throw them back. I caught a bluecat today, so the day hadn't been skunked. Got the skunk out of my buddy's boat. Finally got a fish caught on it, so. Tomorrow, if he's feeling better, we're probably gonna put the rod rack on his boat. He bought one of the rod racks from Dustin Fall. Some of y'all may have seen it on Facebook. It's got the shark and everything in it. He's a nice little blue. He's about 3 pounds. And he hit like a freight train, man. I mean, he doubled that flathead rod completely over. He seen that piece of skipjack and thought, that's all mine, nobody else's, and took it. See you, Chris. Thanks for coming in. If I get anything on here, I'll send you some pictures later. ASAP Fishing, welcome. Stay on here for a little bit longer and see what happens. See if they're camera shy or not. I'll turn it off here in a little bit. Hopefully they'll go to biting. Good thing about this lake is if I get tired and hungry, I can run home and get something to eat and come right back within 5 minutes. Either that or now that Chris has left, it's going to double over. That would be something there. He's been on here almost an hour and gets off and then I ain't gonna starve to death catching fish either, because there's a Dollar Tree right up the road. For $5 I can eat all day. I can even buy ribeyes at our Dollar Tree. Feeling drag, I'm 10 minutes from the river, but here lately they ain't been hitting. Not like they should be. I mean, our river's up, but we haven't got any rain. It's all coming from up north and down. Alright, well, we've been on here a little over an hour. I'm gonna get off here and relax and kick back. Not have to worry about too much of anything else. If I get a big fish, I'll turn the video on and videotape it, and we'll go from there. Hopefully I get some decent footage of reeling in a nice one on this bluecat rod. Anywho, I'm Kentucky Catman. Appreciate y'all tuning in, sticking with me this long. I won't, Virginia. Uh-oh, hold on. Under that road. Yeah, that was almost exciting. He was running with that one. All right, guys. I'm Kentucky Cat Man. I'll catch you on the next cast. Be careful, guys.